Government is using 1.2 billion United States dollars to purchase a presidential jet.
When he said that we are purchasing a presidential jet for 1.2 billion United States dollars, it is not in the records.
In fact, on Wednesday, 19th of November 2025, for about an hour and over, we were busy looking for the part in the budget, which is the 2026 budget, to see if we will find this amount allocated to purchase a presidential jet.
The figure there is 2.6 billion.
That was the third clue, 3 points.
It is nowhere. Abu Jinapo was given so many chances to prove to us that 1.2 billion United States dollars is in the budget to purchase a presidential jet, and we couldn't find it.
Mr. Speaker, the finance minister himself, in reporting to this House, has indicated that they have spent 175.9 billion Ghana cedis.
He told us that this government promised us that by the end of the year, inflation will drop to 8% thereabout, and we have seen it. If it is looking good, it's as a result of the Minister of Finance not spending. Abu Jinapo is telling us that this 2025, a lot of youth who have been employed already are being sacked.
All they have been doing is sacking Ghanaian youth.
The current 10 cedis against the dollar, to calculate today for the next 4 years. Anno-Dompreh. Listen, today the youth of Ghana have risen to wise up in this line of politics. We can't be deceived anymore.
The honorable member who just spoke is a former minister.
So proud in saying this, that 1.2 billion United States dollars was allocated to purchase a presidential jet. Meanwhile, the budget stated that
The third item under the Ministry of Defense is...
And Anno-Dompreh is telling us not to worry. Not to worry.
We on this side are not worried, even in the list. We are not worried in the list.
Masa, we are worried. Because if you do not follow and get to understand what is happening, you'll be misled. You'll be misinformed. Masa, we are not going to fall for these. No. Follow the truth and speak the truth to power. Government is spending 1.2 billion United States dollars to purchase a presidential jet. True or false? Ladies and gentlemen, in this particular story, it had to do with your English and your mathematics. So let me know in the comment section, which primary school did you attend? So that we'll know if your maths is mathing, your English is Englishing in this particular story.
I went to primary school in Boku. You may doubt the quality of the schools in Boku, but I cannot imagine which primary school you went, where you were taught.
Because in Parliament, on Wednesday, 19th November 2025, we had the 2026 budget debate. And this popped up that government is using 1.2 billion United States dollars to purchase a presidential jet. And in this particular story, Speaker of Parliament has already ruled out that there is nowhere in the budget that stated that 1.2 billion United States dollars is going to be used to purchase a presidential jet. But you see, for clarity's sake, let us go into details to look at it from both sides. If what they are telling us, which of them is true? In fact, on Wednesday, 19th of November 2025, for about an hour and over, we were busy looking for the part in the budget, which is the 2026 budget, to see if we will find this amount allocated to purchase a presidential jet, to the extent that it ended up in calculations. Yes, and it at some point it felt like national science and maths quiz. Just a minority was busy calculating. Myself behind my screen, I was busy calculating to see if truly 1.2 billion United States dollars was going to be used to purchase a presidential jet.
The figure there is 2.6 billion.
That was the third clue, 3 points.
Before I go into details of this particular story, Honorable Sam Abu-Jinapor was given a chance to take us through his concerns in this particular budget for us to debate. Now, he started by telling us that, you see, in a previous video, I told you that this minority, we need to pay attention to them. But they, at some point, they keep confusing me. And this is my statement every day. They will start and you'll be following, and at some point, they'll just confuse you. And if you don't take care, you have a feel like, are you in your right, like you listening to them, are you in your right senses? Listen, Abu-Jinapor told us that the economy may look good, but the truth is that the Minister of Finance is not spending. Listen carefully. Listen carefully.
The data may look good. The statistics may look good. But the truth is that the Ministry of Finance is not spending. Mr. Speaker, let's take a look at paragraph 123. The budget itself, Mr. Speaker, indicates that for the first 3 quarters of 2025, the Ministry of Finance had projected to spend the sum of 207 billion Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, the Finance Minister himself, in reporting to this House, has indicated that they have spent 175.9 billion Ghana cedis, a shortfall of 15%.
He said the economy may look good. He told us that this government promised us that by the end of the year, inflation will drop to 8% thereabouts, and we have seen it. He stated it clearly. And also told us that if it is looking good, it's as a result of the Minister of Finance not spending. So why is Abu-Jinapor back to tell us that this government is spending 1.2 billion United States dollars, which is totally too much to purchase a presidential jet, which is not even anywhere in the budget?
The government wants to spend 1.2 billion United States dollars to purchase presidential debts. To purchase presidential jets. In April 2024, specifically paragraph 232 of the 2024 budget, it was projected that by the end of 2025, inflation will ease to 8%.
It is nowhere. Abu-Jinapor was given so many chances to prove to us that 1.2 billion United States dollars is in the budget to purchase a presidential jet, and we couldn't find it. There's nowhere in the budget that any figure was stated in United States dollars. Nowhere. He also told us that this government should rather come in and rather put out more jobs for the people. But what are we seeing? They are rather sacking people from the job that they already have? Ladies and gentlemen, kindly tell me in the comment section. This 2025 year, you ring me. Listen, I always tell you that I do not come here to do politics. I always stand for the truth. I have nowhere heard that people have been sacked from their workplaces. I have not heard it anywhere. If you have heard it, let me know in the comment section so that we can debate on this particular issue. Abu Jinapor is telling us that this 2025, a lot of youth who have been employed already are being sacked. These are not my words. This is coming from Abu Jinapor.
The 24-hour economy is not being implemented. Instead of that, Mr. Speaker, when our friends came into government, all they have been doing is sacking Ghanaian youth, is sacking young men who have been employed by the previous administration. Mr. Speaker, this is a reality.
And I'm shocked to the core. I'm in total shock that this 2025, I have not heard in anywhere that people, youth, are being sacked from their workplaces. Where?
All they have been doing is sacking Ghanaian youth.
Tell me in the comment section. But you see, let's go back to the presidential jet. I told you, Speaker of Parliament said it in so many occasions that in nowhere in the budget can we find 1.2 billion 1.2 billion United States dollars being allocated to purchase a presidential jet. He said it so many times and called on the media to note this. And I responded to come and address this. He was even given so many chances, like I said earlier on, and he was not able to prove to us. Every page he kept referring us to was a different figure in Ghana cedis. Now, listen to the part where Anno-Dompreh led the minority to calculate the different figures they found in the budget to the next 4 years to give us 1.2 billion United States dollars. And in fact, this got me laughing throughout.
I'm starting from page 184. Page 184. Now, if you look at page 184, and then you come under item 34, 1, 2, 3, retooling of Air Force. That's the first figure I want to quote. No. The figure there is 2.6 billion.
That was the third clue, 3 points.
This got me laughing throughout. According to Anno-Dompreh, he went to Anglican primary school in Ho. Now, I attended Elim cluster of schools in Medina, directly opposite Lamquanta 9. Yes. And if I do not, or I am not even good at maths, crampona, simple mathematics should tell me that in the next 4 years, if I'm to pick a figure in the budget and I'm to calculate for the next 4 years, simple mathematics should tell me that the dollar or the cedi, let me use the cedi can appreciate or depreciate against the dollar. And so I cannot make that mathematics. Simple mathematics should tell me that. Because if you are using the current 10 cedis against the dollar to calculate today for the next 4 years, Anno-Dompreh. Listen, today the youth of Ghana have risen to wise up in this line of politics. We can't be deceived anymore. Honestly, we are following everything that this government is doing. The moment we see anything off, I will definitely come here and then talk about it. And there are so many instances where I disagree with this particular government in certain things they do, and I boldly speak about it. And so listen, Anno-Dompreh has told us not to worry. He's telling us that we shouldn't worry. But listen, my friend, you need to be worried though, because if you simple mathematics cannot tell you that you need not to calculate something that is you are using, that you are telling us that in 4 years, the dollar can appreciate or depreciate. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And that is what majority leader spoke about, that he knows very well that in the budget, nowhere states that 1.2 billion has been allocated to purchase a presidential jet.
I'm very proud that we are able to spend 1.2 billion to retool our Air Force. I still stand my grounds that when he said that we are purchasing a presidential jet for 1.2 billion United States dollars, it is not in the records, and your decision that it should be struck off the records is right.
And so if these people come and they tell us that 1.2 billion is going to be used for a presidential jet, then clearly they are liars. Clearly they are telling lies. Because Abu Jinapo, who clearly stated that he went to Fufusu Primary in the Savannah region, told us that he was so proud in saying this, that 1.2 billion United States dollars was allocated to purchase a presidential jet. Meanwhile, the budget stated that this amount of, which I think 2 billion Ghana cedis, will be used to retool the Ghana Air Force. Note this. 2 billion Ghana cedis will be used to retool the Ghana Air Force, not to buy a presidential jet.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
This is a house of records. This is a house of records. And the honorable member who just spoke is a former cabinet minister for lands and natural resources. I need not to lecture him on the value and importance of accuracy. Mr. Speaker, he referred us to page 184. And I have opened page 184 and item 34, Ministry of Defense. Let's go through the items. The third item under Ministry of Defense is retooling of the Air Force. Retooling of the Air Force. And the figure there, CAPEX, is 2 billion 532 million Ghana cedis.
Oh, Fufusu Primary School. But yes, though, he says he needs an apology. And majority right there, majority leader, rendered that apology, that he went to Boko Primary School and he was taught to apologize if someone takes an offense in whatever he says. And so he did apologize. But these people there clearly lying to the people of Ghana that one, Ghanaian youth are being sacked from their workplaces, and two, 1.2 billion United States dollars being allocated to purchase a presidential jet, yet haven't been able to apologize that what they said is not in the budget. And Anno-Dompreh is telling us not to worry. Not to worry.
We on this side are not worried, even in the list. We are not worried in the list.
Maza, we are worried that we find, and just keep quiet. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what is happening in Parliament concerning the 2026 budget debate. And it's fun. It's fun in Parliament. You need to watch this part of Parliament where issues of Ghana are being rearranged or are being arranged for them to implement, or sort of. It is very, very important that we follow, because if you do not follow and get to understand what is happening, you'll be misled, you'll be misinformed, just as these people are doing to us. Because it is not in the budget. It is not in the budget, but yet these people are bold, are strong at what they are saying, and unapologetic on whatever they are saying. It's very sad, but we, those that we understand and we have decided to follow, we have decided to get the right information. Master, we are not going to fall for these. No. We are not going to fall for it. We are not going to fall for it at all. Ladies and gentlemen, be informed. I've told you, follow the truth and speak the truth to power. And Ghana will be a better place to live. I'll see you in the next video.